Welcome to another episode of Millennial Mindset. I am your host. Restart it. I don't know what happened. Welcome to another episode of Millennial Mindset. We're your host. I'm Bryan.
I'm Dalton.
You guys are in for a treat tonight. We're going to be going over our favorite books to read. And we want to say thank you for all of our subscribers that tune in each and every single week. Dalton and I have so much gratitude for each and every one of you guys. And if you're new to our channel, thank you so much for watching us. Hopefully we can bring you some sort of inspiration or some sort of positivity. We are on the road to 100 subscribers. The closer we get, we are going to be doing some sort of 100 subscriber giveaway. So if you have any ideas, put them in the comments below. Let's get right into it.
All right, so you want to go ahead? You have more
Yes.
books?
So I have several books that are my favorite because we're always talking about positivity. We're always talking about the power of the mind. We're always talking about attracting things into our life that we want to accomplish, dreams, desires, manifestation. So what are some of the books that have helped me get into that mindset? The first book, so I'm going to go in the order of where you should start and then to some of the more advanced information. So a great place to start is The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. And there's also a Netflix documentary on this as well.
And they just came out with the second movie, I think.
Did they?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch it. I didn't know that. But the book is exactly as the documentary. It's the same exact thing. I watched the documentary, thought it was awesome. Also read the book, very good. I would say this is a great place to start. It's not as in depth as some of these other books, but if you're new to the power of the mind, if you're new to manifestation, if you're new into dreams and desires, all that good stuff, this is a great place to start. The Secret, Rhonda Byrne, and Dalton's going to put all of these books, all of the links in the description below. The next book that I would highly recommend, it's The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. This is awesome. I love this book. It talks about going on a journey to go find your dreams and desires, but you need to enjoy the journey. That's even more important than the actual destination itself. Great read, The Alchemist, Paulo Coelho. Next book, this is probably one of my all-time favorites, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. This has been around for decades. Any coach, any mental positivity coach that you look up, you research, get advice from, they're probably going to tell you Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill. Everybody recommends
it. A lot of times that's the first book that gets people on this personal development journey.
This is awesome. It goes from how to get dreams and desires to everything. It goes in depth. It's really good. It goes into like meditation, the person you should become, the power of the mind.
Yeah, this one book in particular, it really makes you think differently. That's what's so powerful about it.
And what I've noticed about this too, because I've read it a couple of times, and then I've also listened to the audio tapes as well, is every single time I read it, I pick up some new knowledge from it. Yeah. So I like to read this at least once a year, because every single time I read it, like I said, I find something new. I find something interesting. So highly recommend this book. Out of all of these books, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill is probably the go-to book. After that, Deepak Chopra, The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. This is a super easy read. I read this in a couple of hours. Very easy, very straight to the point. This is one of my favorite books as well. Highly recommend Deepak Chopra, The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. Super good. If you want a quick read, enjoyable read, that's a great go-to book. And then the most in-depth book is Ask and It Is Given, Learning to Manifest Your Desires by Esther and Jerry Hicks, The Teachings of Abraham. Love this book. It's a lot more in-depth. It's a longer read. It's going to take you quite some time. I mean, the book's huge. I mean, the print's pretty small as well. But I would say out of all of the books, if you really want to get into detail, Ask and It Is Given by Esther and Jerry Hicks. I mean, this is this is everything. Everything that I just recommended, this has everything in it and then some. Like, this is awesome. Highly, highly recommend. But like I said, if you want to start somewhere, I would say start The Secret, because this gets you in the door. And once you're in the door and you're starting to manifest and you want to get a lot deeper and more in depth, this is where you're going to end up. I have not found a book better than Asking It Is Given by Esther and Jerry Hicks. Highly, highly, highly recommend.
Yeah, those are all awesome books. They're kind of like similar, but they're all very in-depth in their separate ways. So my 2 books, I have tons. I have a whole bookshelf of books of business, marketing, self-development. But I chose these because these, one I read recently, the other one I read a while ago. But these are more personal development, how to think. But these are very powerful books. So the first one it's called Counterfeit Gods by Timothy Keller. And it was written recently, I think. But this is a very biblical book, so keep that in mind. And it's all about idols, how a lot of people in society idol money, idol success, idol sex, power. And it really breaks it down from a biblical perspective, how we need to idol God, how a lot of subconsciously, we idol things in our lives instead of idling God first. And it's very eye-opening for sure. So especially nowadays, I think this is a really important book to read. And the second one is The Success Principles by Jack Canfield. This is I honestly forgot about this book. I read it so long ago. It's like 600 pages, so it might take you a while to read. But pretty much anything we talk about on this episode, personal development, any kind of personal development guru out there, Tony Robbins, anything that you have ever heard is in this book. Literally. I mean, every chapter, there's 67 chapters in this book. Each chapter is a success principle that everybody that you've ever heard talks about. So really, this book will give you just an overall good perspective on the whole self-development, how to succeed, how to think, how to get what you want in life. This is like one of those once a year read books. And he goes in a lot of depth in just, how to be a class act, how to be, he gives the example of Denzel Washington, how he's just such a class act. And then there's just in finances, it talks about finances. Law of attraction is huge in this. It is one of the most powerful books you can read. And this author is the co-author of Chicken Soup for the Soul, which is a very famous personal development book. But check this out. I highly, highly recommend it.
I have a good idea too. If we get 20 likes, that's easy. If we get 20 likes, because we want to spread all of this great information. Because we say it all the time, not only do we want to achieve our dreams and desires, but we want to help all of you achieve your dreams and desires. And if you don't know where to start, maybe one of these books will help you get started on your journey. So if we can get 20 likes, and you put one of these books that you would like to read in the comments below, and we get 20 likes, we will choose 5 people, and we will pick that book that you commented below. We will buy that book. Dalton and I will buy it, and we will send it to you. You can choose any one of these that we just shared in tonight's episode. We just need 20 likes. Put it in the comments below of what book you would like, and Dalton and I will personally purchase it, and we will send it your way. So if we're choosing 5 out of 20 likes, you have a 1 in 4 chance.
Let's do it.
That's great odds.
And I want to say 2 honorable mentions. One is it's kind of a business book. It's called The Road Less Stupid by, I think, Keith Cunningham. He's like a genius businessman. But it goes over all the stupid mistakes that we make in business and how to, recognize them and fix them. It's a very, very eye-opening book. And then the next one is The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle.
Yeah.
That book, I should have brought that book, but
I was going to bring that book.
Yeah, it really opens your mind up to it separates your mind from your soul from your mind, but you're
live in the present moment.
Yeah, like we're not our minds is what it really goes into. And like as soon as you realize you're not your mind, you're not your own thoughts, that way of thinking will open up so many doors for you.
On that note, don't forget, we get 20 likes. You put in the comments which book you would like. Dalton and I will purchase it and send it to 5 of you. So on that note, thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight's episode. Halloween is this coming weekend. Hope you all have a safe, scary Halloween. Don't eat too much candy. On that note, we're going to be signing off. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We'll catch you guys on the next episode of Millennial Mindset. Take care.